Welcome to back my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here Coins Worth you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The 25 Kuruş coin of Turkey, dated 1962, represents a fascinating period in Turkish numismatic and national history, a time of modernization, cultural pride, and post-war recovery that influenced every symbol and detail engraved on the coin. This small piece of stainless steel, weighing approximately 5 grams and measuring about 22.5 millimeters in diameter, carries not only economic value but also cultural and historical identity. The coin was issued by the Republic of Turkey Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, and struck at the Turkish State Mint Darphane in Istanbul, during the presidency of Cemal Gürsel, who served as head of state following the 1960 coup. The 1962 25 Kuruş coin belongs to a series introduced in 1960, continuing until 1966, characterized by durable stainless steel composition meant to symbolize industrial progress and resistance to corrosion, qualities reflective of the Turkish nation's resilience and modernization goals. The design of the 25 Kuruş 1962 coin is deeply rooted in the symbolic imagery of Turkey's mid-20th century cultural identity. On the obverse side, the coin features a female figure standing gracefully, often interpreted as a representation of the Turkish Republic personified, a modern, forward-moving woman symbolizing liberty, prosperity, and the nation's renewal under republican ideals. She is dressed in traditional Turkish attire, combining the timelessness of Anatolian culture with the modern aspirations of the republic. The figure appears to step confidently on textured ground, which numismatists sometimes refer to as the rough ground variety, indicating strength and connection to the land. Around this figure is the legend, Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, Republic of Turkey, written in capital letters along the edge of the coin, asserting national identity and sovereignty. The motif of a woman was not accidental, it echoes the reforms initiated by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk earlier in the century, particularly in the 1920s and 1930s, when Turkish women gained significant social and political rights. The image of a confident, free woman thus reinforced the message of progress and modernization that the Republic sought to project both domestically and abroad. On the reverse side, the design is equally symbolic. The denomination, 25 Kuruş, stands proudly at the center, written in bold, sans serif lettering typical of Turkish coinage of the mid-20th century. Below it appears the year, 1962, indicating its date of issue. Encircling the central denomination is a wreath composed of two essential agricultural symbols. On the left, a stalk of wheat, and on the right, a sprig of olive branch. These motifs are rich in meaning. Wheat symbolizes the agrarian foundation of the Turkish economy, particularly important in the early decades of the Republic when agriculture formed the backbone of national productivity. The olive branch represents peace and prosperity, values the Republic aimed to maintain following years of political turbulence and military transitions. At the top of the coin, positioned above the wreath, shines the iconic star and crescent, the emblem of the Turkish flag, linking the coin's design directly to the national identity. The combination of these symbols, the woman, wheat, olive, and crescent, forms a visual narrative of labor, peace, strength, and progress. The technical characteristics of the 25 Kuruş 1962 coin are equally noteworthy. It was struck in stainless steel, a modern and durable metal choice introduced in the late 1950s as Turkey transitioned away from softer alloys like aluminum, bronze, and copper nickel. The decision to adopt stainless steel aligned with global trends of producing long-lasting, corrosion-resistant coins suitable for heavy circulation. The coin's diameter is approximately 22.5 millimeters, its thickness around 1.57 millimeters, and it has a plain edge, meaning it is smooth rather than reeded. Its weight is precisely 5.00 grams, which was carefully standardized to facilitate compatibility with vending and counting systems of the period. The use of stainless steel also reflected a cost-effective approach, allowing mass production without significant wear over time. The mintage for the year 1962 was substantial, around 10.7 million pieces, indicating widespread distribution across the country and confirming its role as an everyday medium of exchange for Turkish citizens. In terms of historical background, the early 1960s were a transformative era for Turkey. After the 1960 military coup, which ended the rule of Adnan Menderes, the new administration under Cemal Gürsel sought to stabilize the economy, restore democratic governance, and modernize national infrastructure. Economic recovery programs emphasized industrial development, education, and self-sufficiency, and coinage was an integral part of that modernization process. The stainless steel coins of the early 1960s were thus not merely practical but also symbolic of industrial modernization. Turkey was becoming more self-reliant and technically advanced. The imagery of the female figure reinforced the secular and progressive nature of the republic, while the use of sturdy steel illustrated a new era of strength and endurance. From a numismatic perspective, the 25 Kuruş 1962 coin belongs to a family of denominations that included 1, 2.5, 5, 10, 25, and 50 Kuruş, as well as 1 lira coins, all introduced during the same period. The series is recognized under the KM catalog number 892.2, with slight variations in surface texture and design details over the years. The rough ground variety of 1962 is particularly identified by collectors due to the distinctive texture under the woman's feet. While not rare in general circulation, the coin remains popular among collectors of mid-20th century Turkish currency due to its artistic design and historical context. Well-preserved examples, especially those with bright luster and minimal wear, are often categorized as uncirculated UNC or brilliant uncirculated BU, while most surviving coins show varying degrees of wear due to heavy circulation. Regarding market value, the 25 Kuruş 1962 coin does not possess high intrinsic metal value, as stainless steel contains no precious elements. However, its collectible worth depends on condition and rarity. In good to fine condition, it may trade for around 10 cents to 50 cents USD, while extremely fine XF, or about uncirculated O examples can fetch between $1 and $2.50 USD. Mint State Mississippi 60 and above coins, especially those without scratches or toning, may reach prices of $3-5 United States dollars or higher in specialized auctions. Its value is more historical than monetary, serving as a tangible link to Turkey's post-Ataturk Republican evolution. The symbolism embedded in this coin runs deeper when analyzed through cultural and ideological lenses. The woman depicted on the obverse recalls the national allegory of the motherland, Anavatan, a motif present in Turkish art and literature of the mid-20th century. She embodies the nurturing yet strong spirit of Turkey, guarding its progress and culture. The wreath's olive branch echoes Turkey's efforts to maintain peaceful foreign relations during the Cold War, as the nation balanced its position between the Western Bloc, as a NATO member since 1952, and its own regional aspirations. The wheat stalk underlines Turkey's agrarian heritage, wheat being the staple crop cultivated across Anatolia for millennia. Together, these symbols make the 25 Kuruş 1962 not merely a coin but a compact expression of the Turkish Republic's identity and ambitions during a critical period of national redefinition. In production and minting terms, coins like the 25 Kuruş 1962 were machine-struck at high pressure, producing sharp reliefs and fine detail. Over time, the stainless steel's resistance to corrosion meant that even circulated examples often retain visible details of the woman's form and the wreath design. However, the metal is prone to surface marks and dulling when handled extensively, so uncirculated specimens are still sought after. The absence of a mint mark is typical for Turkish circulation issues, as all standard coins were produced domestically under the authority of the Turkish state mint Darfane ve Damga Matbaası Genel Müdürlüğü in Istanbul. The economic environment surrounding this coin's circulation was marked by gradual inflation and efforts to stabilize the Turkish lira. During the early 1960s, 25 kurus had reasonable purchasing power, roughly equivalent to a small loaf of bread or a bus fare within major cities. This emphasizes how currency reflects social reality. A coin of such modest denomination played a central role in daily life, exchanged in markets, shops, and transport. By the late 20th century, inflation would erode this value dramatically, leading to multiple redenominations of the lira, but coins like the 25 kurus 1962 remain reminders of an earlier, more stable phase of the Turkish economy. In summary, the 25 kurus coin of 1962 is a microcosm of Turkey's identity in the mid-20th century, modern yet deeply rooted in tradition, practical yet symbolic, modest in value yet rich in meaning. Its stainless steel composition, classical allegorical figure, national emblem, and agricultural motifs together portray a nation striving for unity, prosperity, and modernity after decades of transformation. Today, while the coin's material worth may be minimal, its historical and cultural significance makes it a valuable artifact of Turkey's numismatic heritage. It serves as a reminder of a time when coins were not only instruments of trade but also small metal ambassadors of national pride, social progress, and enduring resilience.